Or no?
It is that time of the week. It's Friday, and that means time for our STEM Ambassadors of the Week. And this week we thought we'd take the show on the road because we are in what a treasure right here in downtown Cleveland. We are standing inside the International Women's Air and Space Museum. A lot of people don't even know it is here, but this is a collection of stories and artifacts that just blow my mind. Every time I have come in, it's been growing, and this is a really wonderful organization that you can come and bring your little ones to learn more about. Heather Alexander is the executive director of the International Women's Air and Space Museum. This is so cool. Why Cleveland?
Well, there's a lot of aviation history in Cleveland. A lot of developments were here in the early days. Cleveland was the hub of aviation, and we just think it's a great place to be. We love being here.
Now, where have all of these various artifacts and stories come from?
So all of our artifacts come from either the people themselves or their family members, or sometimes people will find things at flea markets, garage sales, cleaning out an attic, and they don't want to throw it out because it's history, so they donate it to us, and we do our best to preserve it.
Now, you said you have about 300 members of this organization, and there's men in there and women in there as well. Women are typically underrepresented in air and space careers. What is the goal of this museum?
So currently there's just over 7% of the pilots that are female, and all the pilots. But we're not just pilots, we're engineers, aerospace technicians, mechanics, test pilots, hot air balloonists, any woman that has anything to do with aviation or aerospace. And we just want to make sure people know the stories and know their history, and then inspire the future generation. We have had some girls that have come in the last couple months that said they didn't know they could be a pilot, so they went into being a stewardess, got on their flight that they were working, and both the pilot and co-pilot were women, and they're like, we didn't know we could do that. So they quit being a stewardess and went to flight school.
Right, and it's not just...
That's happening now. It's not 50 years ago. This is
exactly.
Yeah.
And when you combine this beautiful little museum with the Great Lakes Science Center and the NASA Glenn Visitors Center too, you really have an opportunity to kind of send girls going places, right?
Right, yeah, there's a huge opportunity down here on the North Coast. We even have a tie-in with the Rock Hall. Teresa Stokes, who is a well-known wing walker, airshow performer, she's a member of the museum. She's also an artist, so she's done several art covers for albums for well-known musicians. So we have, the aviation community has ties in with everybody.
It's wonderful. Well, thank you for all the work that you and your group do. It is a treasure to have you here as a resource for girls and women who may be curious about air and space careers.
Right, and we love it. We have a STEM conference we do every November for high school females, and we'll be opening that up in the next couple of weeks for registration, so we invite people to come and
we'll share information. You send me that information, we'll share it on our Girls in STEM, WKYC.com/Girls in STEM. That's the website where we feature all of our STEM ambassadors and our STEM stories as well.